Is we live? Yes, we is. We ain't working on that shit. Yeah, baby, we live. We live. All right, man. Y'all, welcome everybody. For Sana League for Cutter Concepts, better yet, concepts of barbering. And I'm here with you, man, because I love the barber game, man. I love everything that the barber game has to offer, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Um, it's funny I tell you now that I love the barber game. If you don't know my story, 2024 in 20, well, I was a six-figure barber, and in 2024 I lost it all, along with my love for barbering. And when I say lost it all, I lost it all. I was making six figures, but now I'm not making six figures anymore, but I'm on my road back to making six figures, right? And not just making six figures, but knowing exactly how to make six figures, knowing how to maintain six figures, right? And creating a system, a foolproof system to where once I establish this system, uh, no matter where you put me, I can do it all over again and scale back to six figures. Uh, One thing I realized that is that whatever you want for your future, you have to know what your past and what your present looks like. And with barbering, it's the same exact thing. Uh, if you want to know how to be successful, you have to know what steps will it take to get there, right? What steps will it take to achieve that, and how many steps? So that's why I'm so big about us setting smart goals as barbers, right? Not just a goal, but a smart goal. A lot of time we get caught up in this euphoria of being, how can I say it, We're- of being so motivated, being so enthused, being enthusiastic, right? Having thoughts and ideas and visions come to our mind. Trust me, I'm an entrepreneur, so I know how it feels to be on this high. You laying down in the bed looking at the ceiling, and you got $1 million ideas coming to your head. I'm talking about good ideas. I'm not taking nothing away from you because I know that feeling, and I deal with those same thoughts, the same feeling from from a day-to-day basis, and those are good thoughts to have, right? But between our between our aspirations and our thoughts and our visions, between that, it's how can I say it? Between that, it's a goal, right? But between the goal is something that we often miss. Yeah, we set goals, but attached to that goal needs to be a strategy. And also, a lot of times our goals are just goals. They have to be smart goals, right? And to be real, a lot of us, we including myself, we know how to put a goal in our mind or have an idea. But as human beings, as the average person, we really don't know how to set goals. A lot of times, goals are just thoughts in our mind to where they never get achieved. Um, they just remain goals. And I heard Denzel Washington say something similar. I'm gonna paraphrase. He says, "Dreams without goals remain dreams, right? And eventually, it's fuel like to let you down." He said something along those lines. It's fuel for disappointment. It's ultimately fuel for disappointment. Dreams without goals remain dreams and are utter fuel for disappointment. So just think about that. You don't want your dreams to remain dreams, right? If you have a dream, set that goal, right? So that it can come true. But the problem is that we don't know how to set smart goals, right? The problem is when we set these goals, We try 100 different things without even having full confidence that it's gonna work, right? And when stuff hits the fan, or when we don't believe that we can do it anymore, um, it turns into a dream deferred. So I know a lot of barbers deal with that, right? And I don't want us to deal with those things. If we do deal with those things, I want us to overcome those things, right? Because number one, look, there's no reason you shouldn't be making six figures in this industry, right? Unless you don't want to. If you don't want to, perfect. That's not six figures is not means of success, right? If you leaving the house every single day, taking care of your family, doing the best that you can do, and your kids love you, your woman love you, your family love you, you're successful. Trust me, you're successful. You are a success, right? Forget leaving a legacy uh for the world. The whole world knows you, but your family, they barely see you. That's not success. Success is when your kids can stand firm on your name, be like, yeah, my daddy really loved us and took care of us and loved our mother, right? That's success when your kids can speak highly of you. When your woman can speak highly of you, that's success, right? So let's not get caught up with these vanity numbers and these vanity titles. Let's not get caught up with those things, right? But with that being said, right, if you want to leave a legacy for yourself, for your family, if you want to leave an inheritance for your kids, right? If you want to not just pass down resources and money and look, you have to have the mindset to want to pass down resources, want to pass down money, want to pass down knowledge and wisdom and good habits and good patterns, right? To your family, to your offspring, to your kids, to your family. So it's certain things that we need to get in order. And if you decided to be a barber, you have made a decision, a lifetime decision, right? And if you're going to be doing this for the next 20 to 30 years until you retire, you have to take this thing serious. It's not a side hustle. It's not a job. It's none of those things. Uh, Barbering is a career, right? Within a booming, bustling industry that AI cannot uh, 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 take from you, right? So barbering is a moat within itself, right? That can't be taken away from it. The only person that can take this amazing gift away from you, this amazing industry away from you, is yourself. It can fall right outside of, it can fall right out of your hands. So I just want to encourage you all today that number one, you can make a career out of barbering. Your career can get better from barbering. You can make more money. You can help more people. You can transform more lives with barbering, right? You can retire from barbering the right way. Uh, um, your kids can be trust fund babies as barbers, right? You can build wealth as a barber. You can do all these things. You just have to understand that barbering is a wealth building tool. Barbering is an income building tool. Barbering is a retirement tool. All these things, right? Barbering will give you leverage to retire, but we're going to talk about all those things in the mastermind. In concepts of barbering mastermind, we're going to talk about all these things, right? If you're in this mastermind, I know that you have a mindset to be successful, a mindset to leave an inheritance for your family, a mindset, amen, to be a blessing to your community, a mindset to be a professional barber above industry standard. I know if you join this mastermind, concepts of barbering, that's your mindset. But man, I'm telling you, as the more I talk, the more I get excited uh, about this mastermind. Number one, I'm not a guru, right? I'm just a brother with some knowledge, some wisdom, some understanding, some trials and error, all these things to share with some gifts to share to you. And I'm gonna need your help also, right? I'm looking to learn from you also, right? Iron sharpens iron, and one friend strengthens another friend. Two is better than one. A three ring cord is not easily broken. You know, that's scripture. That's what the word says, and that's what I believe. That's what I believe. So, but yeah, this mastermind, we're gonna go over so many things, right? We're gonna go over so many things. Your roadmap to six figures. We're gonna learn what's going on right here currently in your business. Uh, key metrics. How many customers do you have? What's your price point? What's your average ticket per customer in a day? What's your average ticket? Um, what what how are you promoting your business, right? Um, the three P's: promo slash promo slash position, uh, the product or the service base that you're rendering, and your price point. Those are the three key metrics of having a solution based business or running a business that revenue can flow. And I'll tell you, between how you promote the product that you're rendering, the service that you're rendering, and your price point, most barbers they have an issue or a bottleneck with two out of those three, and sometimes all three, right? If I sit down and talk to 10 barbers and we just have that conversation, one of those three is going to be somewhere out of whack. It's either the way you're promoting, what vehicle you're using to promote, right? What platform you're using to promote, right? How you're making your content, how you're taking your pictures, how you're making your videos, um, how you're meeting people out there on the street. That's all tied to promotion, right? So promotion is what and how you're doing to get your business out there. And position is where do you have a position? What platform are you using, right? To promote your business, to get your business out there. What platform are you leveraging? Right? A lot of us as barbers, we miss the mark with that, with our product that we're rendering. We're missing the mark with that, right? We have to know what demographic can we add the most value to, uh, uh, solve problems, make solutions over and over and over again, right? So within our product or the service that we're rendering, that has to do with your skill set, your customer service, uh, the services that you render, uh, the atmosphere and where you cut, right? From the language, from the smell of the shop, to the music that's being played, from the television programming, to the booking process. All those are in the services that you render. And those are all the things we have to look at in our business. And also your price point. Sometimes your price point is too high. Sometimes it's too low. You have to find a sweet spot uh, for your prices, right? To make this thing make sense. You have to find that sweet spot. But barbers, to keep this thing at the bare minimum, those three things right there, your your promo or position, the three piece promo or position, the product that you're rendering, and the your price point. If your promo's good, if your price point is good, and your the product that you're rendering is good, revenue is going to flow through your business like water, right? But if your if your service is good or your product is good and your promo is off, nobody's going to know that you exist. If your promo was good but your product is off, you're gonna get bad reviews. Uh, Bad news goes further and faster than good news, right? So your reputation is gonna be tarnished if you're giving a horrible product, right? But also, if you got a good price point and your product is off, it's not even gonna matter, right? You're not going to be able to grow a business or build a solid foundation. So those are going to be one of the main things we work on. Also, you have to know in order to know what you're going to do on the right hand side, you have to analyze the left hand side, just like the stock market, just like when you're looking at a chart. If you want an idea of how the right side is going to go, you have to look at the left side, right? And you also have to see, okay, what can I correct? I say that because look, I'm on the road to six figures again, right? So I know according to my analytics, I have what 75, 80 active clientele, repeat clients. So I know at my price point at $50, my average ticket of about $50 for a haircut, I'm gonna need roughly about 87 clients, right? To see me at least twice a week. I mean, twice a month. Twice a month, two times a month, once every 2 weeks, right? So I'm at like 75 active clients, right? I'm gonna need about 85, right, to get back to six figures. So that's just 10 more loyal clients, right? At first I thought I needed so many. Oh, I need 100 something clients. Nope, not at my price point. Uh-uh, not at my price point. Hello? You going to bed? All right, sweetie. How you feeling? A little tired? Yeah. Laying in bed. Okay. Okay. Just pray for my baby boy. Pray for him that him that's on. He's probably having a rough night. But I'm glad he's laying with you. He probably needed that. Mm. All right, sweetie. Well, I'm in here. Yeah, I love you. Thank you. Okay, dang, where was I? I lost my train of thought, man. But yeah, I thought I needed so many clients, but once I really took a deep dive in what I'm working with now to what I'm trying to work with, I realized that I only need about 10 to 15 more clients, right? Safe zone, 10 to 15 more clients, loyal clients. Really just need 10. So what that does is that lets my mind know that I don't have a far-fetched goal to where I got to wish upon a star to obtain it. It's no shame in making smaller goals, right? The goal is to meet the goal. That's the goal. Is to obtain and meet the goal and hit that KPI, that key performance indicator, right? We have to hit that 10, 15 clients. And that makes this thing easier, more realistic. One thing I used to always do, and these mess me up, be so exciting and just set these big old elaborate goals, which wasn't smart at all because I never hit them. Sometimes I hit them, but not often. So once you set goals that are achievable, attainable, and you start to hit those goals, that's what matters. That's how you know you're moving the needle. Set goals that's gonna move the needle, right? So speaking of smart goals, SMART, smart goals, right? So the letter S, specific, right? You have to make sure that you're making specific goals. I'm talking about super specific, not just I want to make six figures, right? I want to make 8,000, $8,333 a month. I want to make this, I want to, I want to make 8 grand a month. I want to make this, matter of fact, here, let me look it up. Hold on. Look, check this out. Help me, I was getting late. Having brain farts. When I do stuff like this, I call it HBO, help a brother out. Help a brother out. All right, look, so to set a smart goal, right? This goal has to be specific, clear, focused, and detailed. What exactly do you want to accomplish? Just think about that. What exactly do you want to accomplish? So I want to make six figures in my barber business. Um, Check this out. Make sure letter M, measurable.